Bonjour mes élèves. I have already given tips on how to get 28 on 28 in your board exam, IGCSE board exam. So if you have not watched them, please check it. And now we are going to see tips number 3, how to plan for your writing task. In this, what we are going to see is les expressions de subjonctif. Okay, so subjunctive, you need to actually use it when there are two subjects. There should not be two same subjects. There should be two different subjects should be there. Then only you can use. Okay. So when you have already learned subjunctive, the subjunctives comes like this. The conjugation comes like this. Que je fasse for fair conjugation. Que tu fasses. Kill fast. Kill fast. So it is always when it is more than one, two different subjects are there, we will use. So certain expressions only carry subjunctive only. When will you use subjunctive? Please be clear about it. That is when you are using about something, you are expressing a doubt. Okay, when you are expressing the emotions or the necessity, there is a desire for something, or there is an uncertainty. In this circumstance, it is important that you all use subjunctive only. When to use subjunctive? These are the places where you need to use subjunctive, and not only when these emotions are expressed, but also the subject should be more than one different subject. Okay, two different subjects should be there in a simple words. Okay, so the common expression that triggers the subjunctive are, you can even by heart and keep it as a in your planning. Il faut que. After this you should use different subjunctive, different subject, and then conjugate this. Okay, il faut que tu fasses tes devoirs. It is necessary that you do your homework, right? So il faut, without this que, it will take only the normal verb, right? Without a conjugation. Il faut manger, il faut écrire, il faut parler. But il faut que, with that different. Il here we are using third person singular. This is impersonal tense. And then with this what we are using is tu. That is second person singular. So the subjects are two different subjects, isn't it? So this is one clear identification that you need to use subjunctive. Okay, for this you should also by heart the subjunctive conjugation very well. There are regular and irregular subjunctives as well, students. Okay, is it clear till now? Right, let's move on to the next one. Je souhaite que. Je souhaite que means I wish that. So again there is a desire, isn't it? So when you're doing, when you're talking about a desire, then again what you're doing is you need to use, if you're talking about je souhaite que and then you need to use a different subject, you will use the subjunctive. Je souhaite qu'il réussisse à l'examen. Okay, I wish that he succeeds in exam. Right? Next one is il est important que. Okay, so this expression also carries subjunctive. Il est important que nous parlions de ce problème. It is important that we talk about this problem. Right? I'm giving this example to insist on how to use. Please see here. Il est important is again an what you say? It is an impersonal tense where you will use il est. But with this, what subject are you using? Nous, right? If you say il est important que vous parliez de ce problème, also is again a different subject. Okay, the main thing is when you are using il est important, then after that que is there, then after that you should take a new subject, right? Il est important de manger. If you say, then it is not going to take any subjunctive because you're not using another subject, right? Is this clear till now? Let's move on to the next important expression, Bianca. Bianca is although. Whenever you use Bianca, it's a very important subjunctive expression. When you use it in your IGCSE board exam, it attracts your examiner and you will be into a highest bandwidth. Bien qu'il fasse froid, nous allons sortir. So, bien after Bianca, then you have to il faut raccourci il and then fas. Fas is fair conjugation. Il fait foi we say in present tense. No, that has to be written in the subjunctive form. Nous allons sortir. Although it is cold, we are going to go out. Okay. So pour que. Pour que means so that. Je t'explique cela pour que tu comprennes mieux. I explain this to you so that you understand better. Again, je t'explique cela pour que. So now, pour que, whenever you use pour que, it is very important that you, after that, whatever you conjugate should be a subjunctive. The important part here, don't forget, as I already said, explained, there should be two subjects, two different. Here, je is the first subject and tu is the second subject. So there are two different subjects, isn't it? Right. Let's see the next expression, avant que. Avant que, with what the meaning of it is before. Okay, finis tes devoirs avant que tu sortes. Okay, finish your homeworks before you go out. So when you are using avant que, after that you have to use the different subject, and with that the sort should be the conjugation of subjunctive. Okay, right. Then j'ai peur que. Again, this is an expression of fear, right? So, j'ai peur que, I am afraid that. Now, let's see an example. J'ai peur que il ne vienne pas. I am afraid that he won't come. Okay. So, when you see here, again, it's about an uncertainty, a fear, an emotion is involved here. We use subjunctive. So in each and every example I have placed, please check on two different subjects coming. Okay, right. Next is il est temps que. Il est temps que, it is time that. Okay, il est temps que tu prennes une décision. It is a time for you to make a decision. Prendre comes from the verb prendre. Okay, so you have conjugated the verb prendre here. Okay, right. Then moins que is again one more expression which means unless. Example, nous partions à moins qu'il ne pleuve. Okay, now this is one of the most important thing which I would like to say. Since ne is not a negation, so we call it as ne neutre, which means like it is to insist on something. We put this ne in order to stress on uh, stress on some of the thing which you wanted to tell. You put this ne neutre without. This does not mean that it is a negation. We will live unless it rains. Okay, so this unless it rains, you wanted to insist, you're putting na. Even if you don't put na also, you can, it works. Okay, right. So this is one more expression. Now let's see the last expression for the day. Que je sache, as far as I know. Okay, because let us see in the example. Que je sache, il n'est pas encore arrivé. Okay, as far as I know, he has not arrived yet. Right? Is that clear? So these expressions are more important, and try to fit these expressions or memorize them and try to put at least 2 to 3. I will not say all the 10, you need to put at least 2 to 3 somewhere you can fit in your IGCSE board writing task exam, right? If possible, please try to use somewhere in your speaking as well to impress your examiner to get good scores in your board exam. Let's see some more examples. Example sentences using the subjunctive. Je veux que also is an expression which takes subjunctive, but the subject should be different. There should be two different subjects, right? Je veux que tu sois heureux. Now, sois comes from the verb être, right? This is an irregular subjunctive verb. Even in present tense also, it comes in irregular verbs, isn't it, students? So that's how it is in subjunctive as well. Okay, il est nécessaire que already we saw. Il est important que, il est nécessaire que, il faut que, all these take subjunctive with another one different subject. Il est nécessaire que nous finissions le projet. It is necessary that we finish the project. Je doute que, now there is an uncertainty we are expressing. Je doute que elle puisse venir ce soir. The puisse comes from the verb voir. Okay, again if you have to go back and check for the conjugations and be well versed in these conjugations to use them easily. Okay, and when to use, as I already said, when there is uncertainty, when there is a doubt. Okay, when there are, when you want to show your wish, then also we will use. Okay, I doubt that she can come tonight. Okay, then last two expressions are il est possible que il ait oublié. Okay, il est possible qu'il oublie means he is, it is possible that he forgets. Now a comes from the verb avoir. Okay, again it is an irregular subjunctive. Je préfère que. Okay, this preference is coming under what? The wish, right? Je préfère que vous parliez doucement. I prefer that you speak softly. So with these examples and with the different expressions I have shown, I just recommend you to learn only 3 to 4 so that you can use somewhere and bring your scores really high and get into A stars. And all the best to everyone. And let's meet in the next fourth tips for the writing comments. Over, Abhyanto.